So I started in San Francisco. I flew my bike out and stayed with a friend of mine in San Francisco for a week and just kind of got set and ready to go.
And you're doing the whole thing.
Yep, doing the whole thing.
So why are you doing? You're alone. Why are you doing this?
Yes, a good friend of mine, Jaime Pearson, passed away last May, and we started planning this trip together when we were in Mexico at a music festival. And she's been fighting metastatic breast cancer for 10 years, which is, she's outlived the expectations. Usually it's only 5 years that you survive after you're diagnosed. It's always terminal. It's metastatic. It's already spread. So she has been so positive in her fight. And when she was first diagnosed, I was doing the Trans Am, and I wrote a little blog about her and how she inspires me. And 10 years later, she's just fought the strongest fight anyone could fight, and she's such a loving, caring person that she's sorely missed, and I didn't know what to do with my grief, so I decided to do the Trans Am in memory of her.
And so you're honoring her by doing the trip, but how did it come about that you're doing this special other thing too?
Raising funds?
No,
Spreading her ashes. It just felt right, and her parents and everybody that's just decided that it would be right for me to do that, because Jaime loves nature, and she is a big photographer, so just to take her on the journey with me and leave her across the country, it just felt like the right thing to do. At first I thought it'd be a little weird, but it's not at all.
So how do you decide when you're going to spread some ashes?
Whenever the mood strikes me.
Yeah.
Especially if I see great blue herons. That was her favorite bird. She had them tattooed on her arms. She loved herons, and there's been so many times on this trip when I maybe needed some inspiration or something, and then I turn around and I see a great blue heron, or like today seeing that eagle. It's just her kind of, I feel like she's with me and taking care of me.
Yeah, we saw those two blue herons yesterday, and then a couple more today.
Right.
And the golden eagle was amazing.
Yes.
So then you'll finish the thing in Virginia.
Right.
And then how do you get back? What are the logistics of?
From Virginia, I'm gonna ride north to New Jersey, where my family lives. My brother and a good friend of mine at the shore, and there's a place in Ocean Grove that's called Mary's Place by the Sea, and they support women who are going through cancer treatment. And I'm raising funds for them, and also for Mediviver, which is a organization that Jaime used through her treatment and in planning for her death. They've helped her throughout that whole journey, even in planning everything at the end. So I'm raising money for those two organizations, and it just felt right that I end at Mary's Place by the Sea, where they're also following me along the trip.
And you're a Rocky Mountain person.
Yep.
And you'll go back to, what do you do? Where do you live?
I'm an EMT in Fort Collins, Colorado, yes, and I'll go back to that.
Awesome.
It's a great place to go back to.
I'll get up there someday.